What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is yours truly, Eric, and today we are going to do, once again, another post-mortgage challenge. I am excited about this one because this one is going to have nothing to do with, oh, is this affordable? This is just going to be, we're just going for it. But even just going for it, it's still a really neat deal. And for what it is, it's pretty affordable. For what it is, of course. That's just subject. The average sales price for a home in San Antonio can range from $250 to $275. So where we're at, it's clearly not at that. It's a tremendous amount of money more than what the typical average is. But we're gonna get into it. Enough talking, enough blabbering. I got a cool little video I want to show you guys real quick. This is of the property. That is me, and this is East Market, 600 East Market Street, 3004. So it's actually a little condo. It's got one bedroom, one bath. It's got about 766 square feet. Check it out. That's a gas range actually in the house. I thought that was actually a really cool touch. This is the master bedroom. The size of that bed was a king size bed, and look at all this cool little Disney stuff. I think that is so awesome. But this is actually, that was a king size mattress in that room. So for the size of the bedroom, it's a pretty decent size. And then that's just a point of view of the terrace and what you get to see. I think if I pause it right here, you can see right over here, my little cursor, that's the Pearl. It's one of my favorite parts of town, so I always like noting that. But nevertheless, that's the video. I kind of want to go back and kind of put in some detail into some certain things. So, of course, in the living space, you have all of these stainless steel appliances. It's granite countertops. All of this was updated. The original property initially did not come with those finishes. Like I said, with this bedroom, that's a king size bed, so it is a large room for itself and something that would be considered quote unquote small, but still has plenty of space for just about anything. And then right over here, I'm gonna go back, this closet right here is stacked with alpha shelving, which is kind of it's kind of like this wire shelving that you would purchase, that you would install into a closet. So there's a ton of space, and to be honest, I apologize for not getting into there and actually showing you guys what that looks like, but it's got a ton of space in there for being the size that it is. Like I said, I just made that video just to show it. This is the double vanity inside the bathroom. It's a stand-up shower, and right here, I have another video of this, but it was too long and it just wasn't going to work for what we're doing today. But this is actually a bench right here, and inside of the shower head is actually a Bluetooth speaker, which I think is really, really cool. So that's just a cool little touch that it has on the property. And overall, just a really, really solid piece of property. And compared to some of these other units that are selling in there, they're selling for borderline to like almost $3 million in property value, which is kind of crazy. You know what? I'm going to show you guys that actually real quick. So let's go to Condominium, and we're gonna go ahead and search for just the subdivision Alteza. Let me see if it'll show up. If not, I'll have to just manually do it. Yeah, I don't know how to spell it. Screw it. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a quick little look into the neighborhood in itself. And my apologies for my grammar and my spelling. I don't know how to spell for my life. So we're just going to do this little area right here. This is the neighborhood. So that way you guys know, this is dead smack middle into San Antonio. So in terms of convenience, it doesn't get more convenient than that. But let's go ahead and look at some of these price values. So like I said, this is where we're at. This is what we're looking at. This is the $354,000 condominium unit. This is some of the more professional photos of the property. So, a lot of cool things. And then, let me show you the most expensive one, which is this almost $3 million. Of course, like, the square footage is definitely different, so it makes sense. But my goodness, if you look at the amount of stuff that's like in this home and just the amount that's available. So when it comes to the price points of these homes, or condominiums, I should say condominiums, they're pretty crazy. And even the one bedrooms, you know, so you got 354, 355, which is pretty competitive. You got 369, and then it goes up to 550 once you add a bedroom, and it just only goes up from there. So without further ado, we are going to get started on the property mortgage of this. So let's go ahead and start with the sales price. We have $354,900. So we're going to go ahead and do a let's do a conventional. I was thinking about doing VA, but there's another property that I have we'll do VA on. It's a home insurance that we're going to go ahead and do that on. But let's go ahead and put in the values. So we got $354,900 as our home price. The percentage down, our client is going to put a weird number. He's going to put 8% down because he feels like number 8 is a good number to put down. We'll put 2.75. Keep the hazard insurance. The taxes are a doozy for sure. We're almost talking about 10 grand worth of taxes a year. So about 9,911. So touch that number there. And then here's where it really gets crazy. So the HOA. The HOA for this property, if you look right over here, it is $401 monthly. So that is going to be the HOA. And I mean, you can imagine that being in basically a hotel to live in would be that much for the HOA. Because fun fact, Alteza is the Grand Hyatt as well. So if you're looking at downtown, you have the large Grand Hyatt skyscraper. So that property is separated into two sections. The first section is the hotel. It's the hotel rooms, it's the hotel pool, it's got the amenities of that sorts of nature. Then the second half is actually the apartments, the condominiums. And so then that is where we're at. You have the higher levels, so I think it's like from like 15 levels and above in the actual building that are all condominiums. So a lot to note there. Our closing date is going to be, let's say that we go under contract today and it looks like the appraisals are behind. We'll throw something like that. The appraisals are behind, so it's going to take another 2 weeks after a month. Because like I said, typical time is going to be a month. So we're going to go ahead and do another 2 weeks out from that. So we don't close until November 3rd. We don't close till November 3rd. And so to kind of go down on our numbers again, we have home price of $354,900 with an 8% down payment, 2.75 interest rate on a 30-year loan. On a 30-year loan, the tax is about close to $10,000 and $401 for the HOA. So let's compute. And there is our monthly payments. Yeehaw! So, including everything, principal, and interest, tax, insurance. We have about $1,300 for the principal and interest. Taxes are about $800 a month. Insurance is $201. PMI, which is that property mortgage insurance that I mentioned, and that is going to be about $255. And then HOA is going to be, that's wrong. I did something wrong there. Hold on. I put $396 anyway. I didn't even put that number. That's weird. Oh, now it's really going to change. So it's going to be an estimate because I think it was like 401.57, but I just put 400. So that looks a little more realistic. So now we have about $3,000 a month that we're paying for this property each month, with $42,000 going towards the closing costs and the down payment. As you can see, 8% of that 354 is 28,392, and the prepaids and the fixes 6,488 and $7,417 for those closing costs. And then, of course, going back to our monthly payment, instead of the HOA being $33, it's going to be $400, which is a lot more correct, for lack of better grammar, than $33 for a hotel, basically. So those are the numbers, and paying $3,000 to be downtown may not be a bad idea. I mean, if it's your cup of tea, by all means, go right ahead and head over there. If not, I'm going to be doing more properties up north in the areas near the northwest side of town. I'm going to do more videos closer to the Shirts and Cibolo area as well. I'm going to be doing any part of town, really. If you guys have maybe even a suggestion, maybe even a property that you guys have seen, it's like, hey, can you like give me a little bit of an analysis on this home? I'd be more than happy to do that. But I just want to thank you guys for coming. Thank you for tuning in, hanging out with me. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, or prayers, please let me know. I'd love to help you guys out with anything in terms of real estate that may need. So without further ado, enjoy your guys' day, and y'all have a blessed one.